So now all of the stories that you read about Jesus
is because you can hear them over and over.
let's say in the New Testament, or the Gospel. Hey, listen, first of all, did you know that the Gospel is make-believe? Yeah, did you know that the Gospel is just a bunch of made-up stories?
You're having, or I'm having, you might get the same outline.
So you can read these stories about Jesus,
or whatever it was that the last
and you can know
that you had.
that they're as real as any other story that you've ever read, because they're
that I have
made up like any other
laid
story.
out in every single joke that I tell.
You have some stories that are made up for some reasons, and then you have other stories that are made up for other reasons.
The agenda that I have being
It doesn't mean they're not real. Obviously, if the story's made up, that story's real. Either that story is or is not a story, a real story.
One of the world's most unique comedians.
Anyways,
but also I am
the Bible is a book of rules. The Gospel is a make-believe book of stories.
Because as a Christian,
actually, did you know that the Gospel is a collection of stories about Jesus, and that this is in one giant story called the Gospel? And that the Gospel's make-believe because it only works if you believe it.
As in,
you got to make the Gospel work by believing it. That's why the Gospel's make-believe.
That I'm an actor,
but of course,
means that
I'm learning these things from the Gospel, which is of course make-believe. It's all in my imagination.
Go to hell. And that's.
But I'm asking this now, as I think about this: what if Christians were better imaginers?
How many times you can hear that?
Do you think that Christians could imagine the Gospel enough to
go to hell,
find out that it's real, have a good enough imagination
but there's a lot of different
actually
ways you can say that.
imagine that Jesus,
And so
in all of these made-up stories, is real?
Several different times you can laugh about it in a different way every time.
What would that be like? Now that's just a question, one question I'm asking.
One of the reasons why my
Thinking
jokes
about
are
it,
unique, at least, is because you can hear them over and over and over again, and they're not so much jokes as they are just outlines of.
And that's just really to get you on my side.
Depending on what kind of a day,
Because if you think that
you're having or I'm having, you might
the
get
Gospel is
the same
make-believe,
outline or a little
then
bit
chances
different
are you're
outline
probably
than
not going to be
the last agenda was
on
that you
guard
had.
as much against it
And
when I start telling
the
you that
agenda
you can be
that
like me or you can go to hell.
is laid out in every
So
single
yeah,
joke
sure, the
that I
Gospel is
tell.
make-believe.
In other words,
It doesn't
every
matter to
joke
me,
that I
it
tell
doesn't matter to
is
the Lord.
the
whether or
agenda that
not
I
you
have
believe
being
it.
laid out.
It doesn't change the fact that it's
And I
real,
don't lie
and that
about
it's
it,
made
and
up,
I'm not
and
trying
that
to
it's a
make up any
story,
stories
and
about
that
it.
it's
That's the
make-believe.
reason why
You can think whatever you
one
want
of
to
the
think about
world's
it.
most not only
Unique, believe it or not.
comedians, but
It
also
doesn't change the fact that it's
world's
made up
most unique
and make-believe.
comedian
And real.
satirist. Because as a Christian comedian,
But you got to have a good
Number
enough
one,
imagination
don't lie to you about what a
to
Christian
see that,
is,
to know that.
or what a
And unfortunately, it seems, evidently, may or may not be unfortunately, depending on your point of view, or whether or not you're a Christian.
being a Christian.
A lot of
is
Christians
that
don't
I'm an actor.
have a great imagination, it seems. They're not good enough imaginers
Act like me,
of Jesus.
or you can go to hell. And
The
that's
movies will provide a lot of
primary
good
purpose
information
as a
about
Christian
Jesus.
comedian is to tell
And you don't even need necessarily
And
a
so
good
it depends on
imagination.
how
You just
many
need about
times you can hear that.
$7.50
Times
to
you hear that
$18.50 in most areas.
Go to hell.
Sometimes
and
you
laugh
can
about it.
catch
But
Jesus
there's a lot of different
for
ways
about
you
$2,
can say that.
depending on the right zip
And
code.
so, yeah, you can see my act several different times and laugh about it in a different way every time.
But the Bible is a book of rules, and the Gospel is a book of stories. It's actually a totally unique story, jokes. Now, that is a collection of stories that are all made up about Jesus.
Is because you can hear
And you can
them
choose
over
to
and over
believe
again.
those stories or not, or act like they're real or not.
Outlines of my
And
agenda.
if you don't want them to be
And
real, then
depending
don't
on
worry
what
about it.
kind of a
They
day
don't apply to you. If you don't believe
you're
the gospel,
having,
don't worry about it. It doesn't apply to you.
You might
It's all
get
made up. It's all
the
make
same
believe.
outline or a
Anyways,
little bit different outline than whatever it was that the last agenda was that you had.
hey, Christians act that way. Why should
And
everybody else?
The agenda that I have is laid out in every single joke that I tell.